you a live look right now from exclusive Fox Weather storm tracker Brandon Copic. He joins us now by radio. He's in Arkansas in position to pursue these storms. Brandon, great to have you back with us. I know how busy this has been tracking the severe weather last night. We had mentioned, though, yesterday, today was going to be the big day. And by all accounts, it appears as though, by any metric, this is a dangerous setup in the hours ahead.
Yeah, Ian, we've already got storms starting to pop and initiate further to our southwest. Myself and Corey's actually directly behind me right now. We are just west of Memphis right now, except we're on the Arkansas side of the river, the Mississippi. So we're really watching right now to see how these storms that have begun to initiate to our due south. There's a couple of storms that have started bubbling up in this confluence band, and we're really seeing if any of them are going to become dominant. We're going to have to make the decision as to whether or not we want to stay in this area and hopefully, like you can see on my camera, stay in good terrain with good visibility, or potentially have to chase into the Memphis metro. Quite simply, the best way to put it, if you live in Memphis over these next couple hours, stay very weather aware.
Yeah, best case is stay exactly where you are and weather aware to keep folks off the road in what we're expecting. Interesting, though, are you talking about more along the storms proper that are in that broken line, or the discrete cells that appear like they're firing up off to your south? Because that is a little bit of a tough decision as far as the evolution of that. And as you said, moving into a place where it does logistically, I guess you could say, become much more challenging to track these.
Yeah, so at this point, like I said, I'm west of Memphis. We're targeting the ones that are due south of us, near Clarksdale, Mississippi, DeWitt, Arkansas, southeast of Stuttgart, near Monticello as well. The atmosphere is very much prime today. I mean, just to our southeast, we got 82 temperature over a 72 dew point. There's not really too much going against this at this point. Potentially maybe over-convecting could be a caveat. Earlier in the day, there were a lot more flies in the ointment, so to speak, but as time has gone on, those have kind of been pulled out, and it's been looking more and more favorable for strong tornadoes today. I think everybody was shocked when the 2 a.m. outlook came out and they went high risk, but now models are definitely showing that the high risk will likely be warranted with multiple modes of potentially strong tornadoes today. So it's definitely something that we need to be very weather aware for.
Yeah, sobering language from the SPC, too, when they're talking about the possibility of multiple EF3 plus. I wanted to ask you before we let you go, Brandon, about moving around in these areas. We know how flood prone some of these spots are, and there have been times through the years here on Fox Weather that we've talked to you, and you've been concerned about outlets. You always have a plan, but the amount of road flooding that could occur and the danger overall for everybody that lives in these areas as we move through today and through what's left of the week into the weekend.
Yeah, flooding is quickly going to become a potent problem. I mean, today we will be dealing with some flash flooding with the numerous amount of these storms that are going to be happening today. But thankfully, overall, with today so far looking like the most probable or highest probability of strong to significant tornadoes, it's really going to be focused on the severe weather and tornado side. But as we go in the coming days, we're going to see a lot more of that flash flood threat. That's going to be a lot of stagnant water that's also going to be getting more precip on top of it.
Yeah, well said. This is just going to be a setup now through the weekend where it's head on a swivel. Be aware of the multiple hazards that everybody will be impacted by and dealing with in the short term. That's exclusive Fox Weather storm tracker Brandon Copic. We'll be checking back in with you guys. Thank you.